dreamt about this, being champ #1, but then coming home and bringing the show to the hometown fans. Does it feel like you thought it would?
I'll tell you after I win. I don't really know right now. I'm kind of like in the thick of things. I'm focused on the fight. I'm not really trying to worry about, the good parts of this. You know what I mean? Because it could turn bad in a second if I'm not focused. So.
Is it hard to close that out that you're doing at home or anything? No.
What do you do special that no one else seems to do to stay safe?
Try to block myself from the world. You know what I mean? Because once you start, people be pulling you, especially with a hometown fight, pulling you 50 different ways, tickets, and people ask me stupid questions. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So I just try to block myself from the world.
But can you enjoy it?
Can I enjoy what?
Can you enjoy just going through this process?
It ain't about enjoying, it's about winning. I don't care about enjoying. You ain't supposed to enjoy your camp no way. It's supposed to be a grind.
What does Jeison Rosario bring to the table that makes this a difficult fight?
I ain't gonna kid everybody. I don't think it's you know what he brings to the table? Ambition. I think he's an ambitious kid. I don't think it's a difficult fight to be quite honest. I just think it's a matter of being focused and on top of my game, and I think I'll take care of him. I don't think it's difficult though. He's a decent fighter. We ain't gonna make him out to be Ray Robinson. He's put together a good string of wins, and he's tough and he's coming to win. So that's more important. That's more important than anything. He got the ambition to win, so you can't estimate him.
Champ, when you walked in the door, you could have been anybody. No one would have said, well, that's the welterweight of the middleweight champion of the world. You walked in, you said hi to everybody, moseyed on off to the locker room. If people didn't know who you were, then they wouldn't have known who you are.
Right.
My question is, that seems to emanate from a philosophy. You seem to have a philosophy, a humble one, and you seem to believe it's feeding you well. Talk about that if you can. Is that so?
I mean, I pride myself on being down to earth. You know what I mean? Nobody better than nobody. White, black, Puerto Rican, smart, degree, not no degree. Nobody better than nobody. And more importantly, y'all come here to see me, so I gotta greet everybody coming in. You know what I mean? It's about having good manners. I'm Muslim first of all, and part of Islam is having good manners. You know what I mean? So you gotta practice it.
How does living, growing up in West Philadelphia, feed who you are as a person and certainly as a fighter? I mean, would you be the same person or fighter if you came from elsewhere?
That's a good question. I really don't know because I'm not from nowhere else in West Philly. But I just think the grind of Philadelphia in general, you know what I mean? Just not just West Philly. Same thing that's going on in West Philly is happening in North Philly and Uptown, South Philly. You know, and I think it's just a Philadelphia thing in general. How did it affect me growing up? Seeing all the stuff that I seen, you know what I mean? It made me hungry. It made me want to get out and make a better life for myself. And just all you gotta do is walk outside, go down Lancaster Ave. That ain't motivation for you. Ain't nothing, bro. Nothing motivation. You know what I mean? So it wasn't hard. Just go outside and look around. You know what I mean? Look in the fridge. Look at your bank account. You know what I mean? So I'm easily motivated.
How about becoming champ? Does what feels different? Stuff has to feel different. Maybe not for maybe your preparation. Is there anything different in camp? But what about when you're not fighting?
A little more notoriety. That's about it. You know what I mean?
Must feel good when you lay down, close your eyes, because it must settle in.
You know what, man? To be honest with you, I stopped thinking about it because I want to stay focused on the task at hand. The task at hand is being pound for pound best in the world. You know what I mean? I'm not satisfied with just being the best junior middleweight in the world. I'm just not satisfied with being unified champion in the world. Why sell myself short when I got the ability and I got the drive to be the pound for pound best fighter in the world? I'll be selling myself short. I'll be leaving millions of dollars on the table. I think sometimes when guys make it, and I can say that now because I think I made it, I think guys get a little bit complacent and they lose their hunger. So I don't even look at the belts, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just took them out the case and put them inside my entertainment system. But
Cool.
I don't look at them because I don't want to get caught up in the bright light. I haven't got them engraved. My coach keeps telling me, go get your goddamn belts engraved.
Yeah,
I didn't even get them engraved. It's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't cherish the belts because I work my whole life on. But I'm focused on the task at hand. The task at hand is more history, more money, and becoming a great fighter.
How about, you come from Philly. Philly's a great fight town. You're one of 32 men, Philly fighters, who can say that they were world champions. 120-year history.
How about this? Even better. I'm one of 3 men who can say they're unified champion in the world. which is the other two is Danny Garcia and Bernard Hopkins. It's only been 2 ring titles in the city, which is Danny Garcia and Bernard Hopkins. So I'm chasing that. That's my next goal.
And how about just that, like the legacy, the Philly fighter? You're part of it anyway, but now you're a champion, so you're in the elite group.
Yeah. It's
32 guys.
Yeah, man. It's a special group, man. Because I hate to say it, a lot of Philadelphia fighters were good, but they never got over the hump, and that's what I was like, kind of like. That was the biggest relief of my entire life. Literally, my entire life is getting over that hump, because I see a lot of fighters from Philadelphia turn pro 18, 19 and 0. And there's nothing wrong. Everybody can't make it. So I'm not like pointing fingers or talking crap about nobody. But some guys just get to a certain point and they get stagnant, and next they know they lose 1 or 2 fights and they just another folktale. He coulda, shoulda, woulda. You know what I mean? I was so petrified of being that coulda, shoulda, woulda fighter. 27-3, the record looked pretty, but I never got my shot, or they boxed me out, or just that BS that we hear around the city and probably in every boxing community. But that was my biggest fear, and I don't have to worry about that no more.
They can never take it away.
Nope.
That's the one thing. And 100 years from now, you're on that list.
My gravestone to say, former unified
That's right.
champion of the world. So.
Champ, you said you're in control of it, and I think you sold it on me for sure, but you got some people that become successful, and they say, listen, I didn't change. Everybody around me changed. And you got people like Jay-Z, who when people say, Jay-Z, you've changed, he said, you're absolutely right, I've changed. I didn't work this hard just to stay the same. Where do you fall in there? And what's the stress, if there is one? You say you just remain goal-oriented. Maybe that's the key.
You know what? I will say this. I'm not the same person I was at 29 I am at 23 than I was at 23. I think in order to reach new levels, you gotta evolve and catapult into a different person. You know what I mean? Because you're growing. Everybody should be growing every day. You know what I mean? People do definitely change. You know, you got people that expect things from you that haven't ran a mile or broke a sweat. You're not allowed to say no when you're the one with the success and the money. You know what I mean? If you say no, you're a piece of shit. And you know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, it's like that, man. It's like that. How about this, right? If you listen to any one of these rappers, you know, they all talk about the same exact thing. It's just different music and different beats. All talk about, it's no coincidence. Everybody go through the same thing. It's because when people feel entitled to your success. You know what I mean? And people gotta understand that just because you know someone, or just because you grew up with someone, just because you're someone's brother or sister, that does not entitle you to that success. You know what I mean? Anything they decide to do or give is extra. But everybody don't understand that. So that's where a lot of friction, family, friends, you know what I mean, come in at. And I went through it, and I go through it.
Talking about the relationship between you and Brad. You guys seem to have a good rapport.
Yeah. Me and Brad got a real good relationship, you know what I mean? It ain't no love affair though. Me and Brent clash here sometimes. You know what I mean? But he normal and I'm normal, and we both men, and we're strong men at that. You know what I mean? But I got him around for a reason. I trust his opinion and judgment on everything. You know, on a lot of things that's not even boxing related. So I take his advice on a lot of stuff, and he there for me when I need him the most, whether it's boxing or not.
So you guys, when you talk, I mean, it's just almost talking to a brother.
Yeah, that's like my big brother, for sure. Him and Austin.
You're a big 154. Is it still easy to make the weight?
It ain't been easy since I was about 18, man. I'm disciplined. I know how to do it. I know how to drink the water. I know how to cut the weight. I know how to eat at the proper times. You know what I mean? But it's not easy. I'm gonna be going up soon. To answer your question, I'm definitely going up soon.
Any more questions, guys? Appreciate it.
Yep.
Let's go into one-on-one.